Hi everyone, it's Starseed Heart, and we are back for another reading. It is March 22nd, 2023, and I want to tell you a little bit about this energy reading. This energy reading is more of a message than it is a reading for a span of time or so you could say this one is timeless. I'm not feeling that time is attached to it. And what's been going on is I have been working, of course, and the two children that were living with me that were homeless have both moved on, both gotten cars, both found jobs, and they're doing really, really well. I wasn't expecting the second one to move out, but it's just something that he has to do. There's things he wants to go out there and explore, and me sitting there and explaining things to him isn't working. He's a doer, right? He's a learning by doer. So we're going to focus on the cars for this reading. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the messages that have been coming in. Explain a little bit about the energy that has been coming to me that basically I'm being called to share with you. I don't share all the messages that I receive, but I do share the ones that I feel pertain to the entire community. So one of the messages I've been getting is algorithm. So how it's being conveyed to me is that we have some individuals who are not necessarily stuck in an algorithm, but they are like set in their ways, right? Let's just simplify the scenario of how it's being conveyed to me. So for instance, you get on YouTube, okay, and you watch the same videos, you watch the same people every time, and your algorithm in YouTube becomes that or something that's affiliated with that. And what I'm hearing is branch out. And I'm not just saying for YouTube. I'm not saying, oh, just branch out on your YouTube. I'm talking about branch out in your networking, branch out in the things you do after work. Stop at a cafe you never expected to stop at. Go to a grocery store and buy a fruit you've never eaten. Go to a symphony if you've never been to a symphony. Expand. I'm not saying all the time. You may find something. You might find a new niche in life that you like through this process, but what they're asking is that you expand your focus, right? I'm getting this as for a group of individuals who is very tunneled and scoped into, this is what I need to focus on. This is my life purpose. This is what I'm here to do, right? And what they're saying is, if it doesn't feel right, stop. Get a good grasp on a different, it's just like when you're eating sushi and you take the ginger and you clear your palate. They're just asking you clear your palate. They're not saying don't ever eat sushi again. They're not saying take care of your life, what your calling is, your life purpose is. They're saying switch gears for a minute, because we have a lot of change coming through, not only in the planets but in just the atmosphere. There's a lot of change coming, and it's the year of the water rabbit, right? So water, people will talk about water, and they'll say, water is focused, it's flowing, it's always going in one direction, and it for most part that's true, right? Because you'll have a current, you'll have a tide, and it's all going in one direction. But you got to think that water just isn't, sometimes it dissipates, but majority of the time you still have a huge body of water there, right? And so some of it is going to flow back, and come with the tide again. And so keep that in mind. I'm getting that someone feels stuck, and then this doesn't apply to everyone, and that's not true. There's an enormous amount, and this is the card that came out when I was shuffling, and I was called to not put it away, and I'm glad, because I looked at it, and I was like, I was very, it goes along with what the message I was receiving, and this is holographic healing, the support of the Pleiadians. So please know that there are, I watched this video, I forget this gentleman, I watch a lot of theology videos, all different types of religion. I don't focus on one thing, because I like the concept of how religions originated, right? And based off of where they are now, and how the religions have had to adapt to society. Before, society had to adapt to religion, and now religion is adapting to society in order to keep their following. And before, it was everyone followed religion. Now religion is really chasing the people, and it's very different time. And so I want you to know that there is a different source of healing, and this healing can come from networking. This healing can come from having a random conversation with someone you never expected to have. This healing can come from a tree. Go talk to a tree. Even I've done it, and people may think I'm whatever because of that, but I've spoken to a tree, but I can see things in and I don't want to say that other people can't. I don't think that. I think that not a lot of people have explored scrying. I think a lot of people have not explored clairvoyance, or have not been interested in it. And so therefore it's not something that they say that is their skill, which is fine. I don't believe that every human brain has locked out those capabilities that everyone else has, right? I believe that we focus, we learn, and we channel our energy into certain things, and that's what our brain learns over time. And what I'm hearing is algorithm. You have an algorithm going on inside of you that's not working for you, so you need to switch it, right? You need to hack yourself and go in and do something totally different. I'm very OCD. I'm OCD. I thought about not reading on this table. I love this table, and people will go, how can you be OCD and love this table? Okay, well, I do love, and I know it sounds strange, but I do love scrying. I mean, right here I see a heart. I see 2 or 3. I see a group of people, a band, a man sitting, a moon. There's a cat outside, and a lot of different things I see here. And I see someone, after their response to that is, oh wow. And you could probably see it too if you channel it. But I believe everything, is here for a reason and a purpose. And and a lot of it for me is to send me messages. So we're going to move on with this energy reading and I'm not even going to say the time. I'm just going to tell you the time in which it was recorded, which is March 2023. So I'm getting the golden children. And notice that the portal gate here, the background is the moon. And I normally do all my readings at night, and I do them under the moonlight out inside. I was called to do this reading. I was in the shower, and I was like, okay, I can't fight this anymore, because I have been to the point sometimes with my readings where I try and make sure my personal readings don't overflow into my public readings. But the messages that I've been receiving had nothing to do with my personal readings whatsoever. And so I want to share this message with you. I want you to look closer at this card, how there are different supporting spirits, right? And different clusters, right? So you're going to notice that these different spirits, right, that are supporting you have different agendas, right? Because you'll see this cluster of agenda of this cluster here, this cluster here. They have a different agenda. They're both of them are supporting you, right? But each one has a different agenda. And I feel that maybe that there's some type of internal conflict, not physically, I'm talking about emotionally, right? That you will see that within yourself, maybe. And this algorithm is your answer. Get out. Stop trying to figure out what your spirit is telling you. Follow your heart. Your spirit is there to guide you. It is not to live for you, right? They are there to guide you. That's the messages that I'm getting. I don't know if I'm even going to pull out tarot. I may on this one. Let's see what your supporting planet is for this message. I don't predict your fourth house. Please look these up, guys. I don't look this up ahead of time. I don't know what cards are going to come out. I have no idea. I'm not going to look this up for you today. Please look this up for yourself so that you can find the information you are supposed to find. I can't even tell you how many times online that I've gone to look something up and I found a message for myself. And I want you to start doing the same. I'm no longer going to be telling you, oh, Pluto is moving out of Aquarius and which it is, and then we're gonna have a change, a movement, a change. None of that, right? I want you to do this for yourself. So the other message I'm getting is intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. I'm asking you to research whatever messages that you're receiving from this reading and research them yourself. I'm not going to, I can give you a few analogies like I have, but I am not going to further tell you what it means to you. I want you to find it out. And maybe just that search. You know, if you're somebody who is a hermit, who is like sticking to themselves, just maybe that Google search is what you need to find some information that you've been looking for. But I feel like the Magician, Mercury. Yep, Mercury is going into, no, that's Mars moving. So there's going to be a message coming through from you, for you as well. There's going to be an email. There's going to be a message. There's going to be a lot of healing in this message as well, right? If you see here in the staff. Now, and some of you may just need it to blow off some steam, I'm seeing. So like I said, this is a general message. This is not something specifically for one person. And I want to make sure you know that. Crater. I always throw these away. Celeste. Embedded in our night sky are archetypal images, symbols, and stories that have enchanted the human soul for eons. Onto this sky sanctuary, The ancients projected their imagination using star patterns to animate their myths and immortalize their deities and heroes. Celestial Tarot fuses the myth, symbols, astrology of the planets, signs, constellations, and fixed stars with astrological divination to reveal the mysteries of the tarot in an engaging and a unique way. Yeah, so I don't even know if that message was supposed to go from, and I got Libra again. Yes, so everybody keeps saying Libra, justice, Libra, justice. And one of the things that I want you to be aware of, justice, some people overemphasize this card and underemphasize this card, right? Sometimes justice is the spoken word. Sometimes it's giving someone else silence. Sometimes it's being able to feel within yourself that you are just, you are worthy, right? And then other times, if it can be legal, right? I don't see it in this scenario as being something that's very tangible, this justice. I see this justice being more fluid, more I have no idea. I got the message, don't tinker with it. I don't know what that means to someone, but don't tinker with it. And that means to justice. Don't play around with it. Don't manipulate it. Don't tinker with it, is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that's going to mean something to someone. All right, I'm going to see what other supporting cards we get, and we're going to close this reading. This was both a energy reading and a message, basically, because the message that I received, yeah, I don't feel that we're not going to include these cards. I don't feel that that's really like what we need to be focusing on. So we're going to just grab these real quick. We already have a card from that deck. The Sun. Number 19. The Knight. Strength. The World. So we get the Sun, which is number 19. If you see, it's this hummingbird, right? And you can see below, like, the flowers are talking to it. They're just like begging the hummingbird, please pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, right? And then you have the Knight. There's action you need to be taking. There's a drive within you. And if you see here, there's more to this boar than meets the eye, right? If you see its coat and see actually where it's walking, the ground even, there's more than meets the eye to the ground as well. Strength. we have endurance that's going to be supporting you as well. The spoken word is justice, strength. We have the elephant. Get closer to the card here for you. So, I can scry looking at all of this. The world celebration with the whale. The number 21. The number 8. 6 of feathers is the dragonfly. I hope this message helps someone. I hope this message is supportive of whatever you are currently doing and working on, whether it be in love, whether it be in business. I hope that that by watching it, it was able to lead you to some new information or a new adventure or something different in your life, because what I'm hearing is algorithm. And I know my shadow side, and I work too willingly to transform aspects of it. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with a transformation of any kind. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to other readings this week. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the monthly tarot readings. I just don't feel it. I love them at the time that I'm doing them, but then later I'm like, it's not really what I do. And so I have tinkered around with the word tinker is back here. I haven't said that word in forever, so I don't even know why it's coming up. But obviously it's supposed to. And somebody else, that's just like what I said. When the spirits, that are in the portal, one saying don't tinker with it, the other saying tinker with it. What can we create? Don't tinker. And so please know that as well. What I say is not like, it's not something that you have to live by. It's just something that you should take into precaution, right? If you're doing something, writing a song, I'm hearing that. Somebody's a songwriter. And I've had that from the very beginning. We have an artist. I think we have 6 followers now. I know we have a song artist that is one of our followers. Yeah. Or a writer of songs. Not necessarily like a... It's like a songwriter or a... or somebody who writes books or plays or whatnot. I'm getting for that one, I'm getting tinker with it, right? And remember, this is a general message. And the other group that was like very scientific, I'm getting don't tinker with it. Anyway, I hope this message helps you. And I hope that you do look some of this up and know a little bit more about whatever it is you need to know. Somebody needs information right now. I'm not sure who that is, but I appreciate you. I thank you. And as always, have a good one. Until next time. Bye.